Getting stimmed up, that 15% speed increase as pointed out to us by Pips, and just ahead of this one. Avova coming in with the first kill of play though. It's Navarra, the first player that will go down in this series, and Avova will double up and take his brother. He's taking all of them down. And now we're going to look to Link and Soulcast to see what they can do here. Back into play. It's actually Yampy who has found that pickup on the hoodie. So kill at least drawn back here for Team Liquid, but they haven't got any closer to that A site.
The reason why G2, like, they're looking behind him on B because they have got that trademark up on ramp. It's now been destroyed. And that saved wall in mid means that it's just Meadow sort of looking around, playing the breach, but playing it very much like a sentinel, right? Playing on his own, trying to anchor over onto B. But there's a lot to do. Watching two different angles, and that's where the reset's going from Liquid. G2 just holding on those spots, making sure the TL haven't scaled up. They know that they've not got a bit further because of a trademark that's in towers. Meadow's about to find them all, maybe.
One for Meadow.
30 seconds left.
And now he looks back to B main, which would be the right call, as Link is currently there with the Omen. There's Yampy who tries to crit the opening from heaven. Smoke goes up, allows Yampy to have some cover. He walks into it, and Meadow will remove him.
Spike down.
And in doing so, drops the spike in. An impossible round to recover there for Team Liquid. Who into a good position here. Team Liquid. Where is the acceleration of the play? Yampy walled up and sprints into the site. Now he's diving down around the backside of Meadow, who didn't see him, and that allows Yampy to go for three. Meadow, Mixwell, and Nukia all go down to the young Finn, who is charging up for more. 4 kills from Yampy and just one left. Avova, can he do one better? Can he get his team over the line here? Avova has already found a couple and drawn this into a 1v2. Spike down, wrap around the back from Navarro coming in. He can't get through that wall, so this is buying a little bit of time for Avova.
He doesn't want to give it away either.
Eventually that wall will break down, but Avova has a window of opportunity to move on to the spike. He's now sticking it. He's got it over half already. He's sticking it all the way through. I don't know how he's done this, but okay, Avova. Daylight robbery. He gets the defuse, and G2 have 3-0.
Viper, but now a BXQ coming in. Avova's the one that's going to try and hold off. The smoke comes through. He tries to back away. Hoodie in the smoke, finding those fights, but Scream finds them both.
Yeah, great job from Scream. Avova and Hoodie both down very quickly. And that is different for Team Liquid. A good start into the round, and that thrusts G2 into 3 versus 5. And they have to figure out how to get into this one. The wrap around the backside could potentially be it. Navarra is holding for it. They've got Meadow coming in for the defender spawn, but given that Team Liquid have so many forces here and the time is starting to take, it seems more like a containment strategy really for G2. They're trying to do some damage here to Team Liquid's economy because obviously they haven't won a lot of rounds, they haven't built up that economy, so if you can force a few rebuys on the way out, that can play a big problem for Team Liquid moving into the next.
Liquid know it, that's why they put down the stim beacon ready to take these fights.
Oh, certainly working out for Mixwell. He's found 3. Goes back for 4 with a headhunter, this time not finding his head. But that is significant damage on the way out. 3 kills, a lot of damage there. Really solid stuff.
They are so dead.
On Navarra.
That's an opening you want.
Yeah, great start to the round. Team Liquid really struggling to get on the board with these openings, but now they have. And 2 rounds. I'll see if they can close it as they go back in towards A. Currently, look at the setup here. No one's here for the defense. So
it's just this utility as well. Like,
a lot of smokes.
The trademarks do so much work. Yeah. They still haven't made their way up onto tower, so this is still control that Mixwell has. He has the ultimate out as well, the tour de force. Could be a bit of a shooting range from this high up.
Yeah.
You know what they say about the high ground?
Problem is, no one's walking into it, Ryan. That's the one thing they need, try and force them into those fights, but no one's giving a chance away here. Team Liquid look to hold it down. Paranoia being sent out.
Ooh, that's a nice set play.
Last player
Paranoia
standing.
and the stun coming in to anybody that comes through screens. And yeah, like you said, Mixwell had good positioning to try and make stuff happen, but credit to Liquid for playing around and not really showing up. And then once they're ready, went to make sure that Mixwell goes down.
They're a good team, right? They, yeah.
Oh, you were saying about 2020 vision. I think
that's probably the last time we'll see it.
Oh no.
Well, nice. That happens to me every time I play Omen. That's the Omen experience right there, Link. Thank you for showing everybody that. Decides to from the shadows right into Avova. Easy kill for him, and an opening for G2.
Looking for some utility as well, just seeing what they can find. Mixwell again on tower, finds that boosted player up on Scream, just on the high ground. I mean, I'm not going to ever say that Scream is boosted. You get the point. But this is the interesting part. Spike goes in. Bear in mind what I said about Liquid. They're very good in these situations. And Soulcast
Last
could find
player
more.
standing.
Ooh, never mind. Soulcast does go down, and good recovery again. G2, 2 up, staying alive, retake this time around.
That's doable. Look at the ultimates they have this round in particular.
It should be 3, or a great opportunity for 3 rather, but you have to also look at G2's ultimates available. They have also got the Rolling Thunder and the Showstopper, and they've got some mid-aggression. It hasn't worked out though. Soulcast has opened up the first. Hoodie's head no longer attached to his body. And so now Team Liquid have got to slow things down. They can deal with this advantage and see where they want to go with it. But problem is, Luca's got a Showstopper. He's decided to pop it, and there's no way Scream's expecting that.
Spike down mid.
Oh, they're expecting him to be further away because of that blast pack. Like, he just opted out, but he was still pretty close. Rolling Thunder for Meadow. He has nobody there to help him, but he catches Soulcast as he blast packs through. That's the worst timing in the world for Soulcast. That's incredibly unlucky. And now with these ultimates expended for Liquid, how are they going to find success here?
Great job done, and now, well, G2 have been able to recover this. And Mixwell's looking to wrap around the site. Has split them up into 1v1s.
Spike
Only
down
claims the life
B.
of one player, but slows the spike down and spots it in the site. Yampy decides not to immediately go and retrieve that spike. Instead, waits for his teammate Link to come on over. He's used up a smoke. Yampy now clearing around
30
every
seconds left.
piece of the site to allow the safe passage of Link over. He can have the confidence to cross into the site. Fault line's going to go in. Link is going to plant, and Aftershock's popping after him, but Link has got out of dodge. Will they check Yampy down below?
The Meadow has everything. Now he's used... He only has 1 flash left. Yampy on this corner. Haphazardly checked. Yampy has the stun.
He always stuns. He could have kept his gun out, but the stun, it's not going to stop Avova from winning the round. Oh, Yampy was so close. If he keeps his rifle out, very likely he finds the second there, but opts for the stun. That ends up costing him the round. Could be a pop out here with some flashes in the back of Yampy. Here comes the Showstopper being sent forward from Soulcast. Close to hitting the mark, but not
So
quite.
low.
And now Meadow gets closer to the halfway. Yes, so low indeed.
1 HP.
Oh, 1 HP. The paint shells catch him out. Nukia was barely walking, and no longer will he walk the server. He's down in Meadow. He spots the barrel. He knows exactly where Soulcast is playing from, but Soulcast still able to swing out for the headshot. Now 2 players up for Team Liquid. Spike finally going down. Scream hits the deck, so finally the player removed for Team Liquid and slipping down below. Okay, somehow, someway, Soulcast gets removed. Mixwell covers off his teammate, and now the numbers once again evened out. 3v3 in the player count. Fault line goes across the site. Evira and Yampy peek together, and now thrust Hoodie into the clutch alone. He's claimed ahead of Navera, but not ready for Yampy's swing out. It is a recovery from Team Liquid, a much needed 3rd round.
They have plenty of utility to dedicate to those executes. They have it in abundance.
Oh, charging right into Meadow. It's a good kill. That Soulcast stopped in the space. Well, limited now for Team Liquid. Link has actually got by, so that is a threat they have to somewhat worry about. Link giving away his position, trying to draw attention to allow his teammates to cross and over. Rolling Thunder being deployed, trying to sever the forces. Hoodie, oh, he's run out of ammo, but Scream did not turn, and so it is a massacre at the back of the site. It is now just Yampy left. A 1v5 for the rifle, and he's caught. A headshot from Mixwell and a flawless round from G2. Oh, Soulcast sends the paint shells out in towards main, and bounces towards the back of the site. It's good. Find the head of Hoodie, cracks him right open. Now G2 continue to try to move forward into the site. It's Link that's coming with the kill. It extends upon this for Team Liquid, and they need this pistol, and they have got it. Well, close as Scream, it's 1. And only 1 for Scream. Luckily, Soulcast able to back him up and plug the hole with the follow-up of Avova. 50 seconds left. Spike begins to leave and go back into the sewers. Waiting alongside of him is Mixwell. And this A site is quite a recessive setup right now from Team Liquid. They have still got one inside of the site somewhat, in the form of Yampy. He's actually gathering some info as he now takes a wider stance on his defense. He's about to spot a couple of players. In fact, he won't, because he's actually taking up this close position at
30
Cubby.
seconds
So
left.
I'm about to start walking their way closer towards Yampy. His teammate can spot them from defender spawn. He's actually going to let one cross on by. Nearly gets the chance to follow up, but that is only going to set up Navera for a swing out from defender spawn. There's now just 1 player left, and it's Meadow into the 1 versus 3. He goes to the plant straight away. He's got a couple of flashes here, a fault line online as well, but he's still got 3 players to take down. He's caught by the paranoia, but still finds the head of Navera. He's a clothesline in that corner, and now peeks out again. Meadow had a chance for 3, but couldn't quite pull it off. Link will save the day for Team Liquid, but that was nearly the highlight of the day. Still Yampy follows. That wall's about to break. They can come through heaven, and Scream's going to be at a tough spot. His teammate Yampy has found that kill on the flank on Meadow. Now Scream's turn. 1 for him. Then he drops back with 2. Avove was held off from getting that map control back by the orbital strike. And now you have to look to Avova to go back into the lion's den, and Navera has chopped him up. It's just Nuclear left. We know this guy's good, but a 1v5, Ryan, not happening.
Showstopper used as well.
Flawless.
Can't get much. I don't know what G2 plan to do. There's no giveaway of like a set play or a strategy. Now they're just grouping up as 5 with a 4-buy, trying to scale and clear utility bit by bit, just overthrowing. Let's see what Link can do all on his own.
Well, he's going to try his best. This one for Link. Avova has just taken down Scream and Link in a foul swoop. Soulcast, the blast pack, has taken down his counterpart on the other side of things of Nuclear. Now we're at the 3v3. Spike recovered again here for G2, but can't really plant it. They can't feel comfortable about going into that B side. So with 1 minute and 5 seconds left, they have a lot of time, so they're going to drop back.
Navera just playing off of the site, waiting to see if anything's up.
Well, Navera, this setup he's playing with Yampy right now is just
30 seconds
the
left.
defender spawn play to pick up the initial
Spike
info. That can set up Yampy to come around with the backside play, and that's exactly what he's doing. But Yampy, luckily, will prevent Mixwell from going further. Couldn't stop him from killing his teammate, but it has put Meadow into 1v2. Now, this is certainly winnable for a player of Meadow's caliber. Problem is, he has no utility left now. He just has the rifle and a desire to win this round. Soulcast and Yampy both going towards defender's spawn as Meadow is fixated on heaven, but they're both coming down from the lower side as Meadow is starting to consider that option, but he doesn't really know where they're coming from, and so they can get closer and closer, and now they line up. Meadow catches them as they peek right into him. They eclipse for a 9th round on G2.
Mid, like they clearly G2 are wanting to push towards that male position. Scream not really going to use the wall, save it for another time. Resurrect for Meadow. Rolling Thunder is available. The orbital strike stops him from going down. Like, that's the aftershock as well. So Yampy was expecting that res play, and again, they punished. G2 just can't even get a player online anymore.
Yeah, 30 seconds left, and here go G2 down into the side. They're caught by the paranoia in the corner. That sets up Link for 2. And now dropping back into the site. He's worried about the B main play, but that will be smoked off, and Link will have a chance to fight onto Avova. He won't win it, but Soulcast certainly will make up for his shortcomings, and Hoodie will go down to Navera. 12 rounds now for Team Liquid as they look to take their map pick of Split, and they want to do it right now.
I love this stage of Liquid. The problem is it's always short-lived. They bring out some interesting stuff and you go, wow, that's amazing. And then they're pretty much counter-stratted the next game.
Yeah, it's like it's like a little dip into madness for like a moment, and then suddenly it all stabilizes again. We'll see if this can become more sustainable for Team Liquid. I think that's the word we're really hoping you can apply to Liquid in the future. Well, Yampy, good opening. I'd rather follow up. 2-man advantage now for Team Liquid. 55 seconds left. Navera has just followed the head of Avova coming up the ropes and going to try and smoke it. Creates a little bit of chaos and does get spotted by Hoodie, sprayed down through it. Navera gets in a bit of a dangerous dance, ends up losing his life, and that does give G2 a chance back into this round, but it's still going to be difficult, a player down with 40 seconds left.
Still feels that Liquid have a good hold on this up until this point.
Well,
never mind.
Avova. Good night, Yampy. A good flanker on the backside. Yampy gets caught, and well, there is a res online here for Scream, but he's wanting to take down Hoodie. Oh, Hoodie, I thought he had caught the timing to look away, but Scream, he's come through. He'll get the res into Navera. Of course, he chooses his brother, and now we look to Avova and Mixwell in the 2v4.
Link still has a paranoia. So he could still try and flash in, but he has a lot of area to scale, and there's a trademark there. Avova was trying to play off of it.
Oh, Mixwell.
That's all up to Mixwell.
Yeah, it's really hard to see how he pulls this one off. Soulcast is going to look his way, won't be able to deal with him. But there comes that paranoia you just mentioned, Ryan. So already used up. Mixwell on the back of the side gets the lineup, but
no.
nearly comes through with it all. But luckily, Navera able to get the headshot, and I'm sure they're happy they rezzed him. Defuse being stuck, and Team Liquid will take split. Map 1 goes to them in this matchup that was hard to call. Team Liquid have the edge for the time being, Ryan.